Wheel of Time Season 3 Episodes 4 to 6 Recap. Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're diving deep into the Wheel of Time Season 3, Episodes 4, 5, and 6. The stakes are rising, and things are getting increasingly intense as Rand, Moiraine, Egwene, and the rest of our beloved characters navigate their complicated paths. Buckle up, because these episodes deliver some jaw-dropping moments that you won't want to miss. Let's jump right into it. Episode 4, The Road to Rhuidean. In Episode 4, we find Rand al'Thor out in the Ale Waste, training under the scorching sun with Lan Mandragoran. Rand's swordplay is sharp, but his mind is elsewhere. Despite the physical strain, Rand opens up to Lan about his deep longing for a true family. He's tired of being just the dragon reborn, tired of being a symbol. What he craves is a place where he can belong, somewhere where he's just Rand, not the weight of the world on his shoulders. Meanwhile, Moiraine and Egwene sit before the Wise Ones, seeking answers. When Moiraine asks how they knew they would arrive in the Ale Waste, one of the Wise Ones reveals that they never saw Egwene coming. This sets the tone for the larger mystery unfolding as the Ale's survival depends on the path Rand is walking. If he can make it through Rhuidean, many of the Ale will live. If not, they will all perish. As Rand and Lan approach their tents, Aviendha warns Rand to stay away from any sword fighting in the presence of the Ale, but of course, Lan just smiles and engages her in a fight anyway. What follows is a thrilling scene where Lan proves his superior combat skills, much to Aviendha's chagrin. Despite her growing admiration for Lan's prowess, she wants to be a fighter for her people, not a wise one, even though the path she is forced onto is one she doesn't want. The group heads toward Rhuidean, the place where clan chiefs must undergo a trial. Rand learns that entering Rhuidean is no small feat. Only a few survive, and those who do return bearing the sacred dragon tattoo. Tensions rise as Rand approaches the hidden city, but it's not just the physical danger that looms. The psychological weight of what lies ahead is evident as Rand prepares to enter the city's trials. Upon arrival, the group encounters the Shadow clan, and a tense conversation ensues. Savannah, a leader of the Shadow, reveals that her son is inside Rhuidean undergoing his trial. With a determined will, Rand demands permission to enter the city, and to everyone's surprise, the Wise Ones grant his request, under the condition that only Rand may enter. Moiraine, however, insists on accompanying him, and they allow her as well. One of the Wise Ones warns her that she will encounter 3 rings inside Rhuidean, each showing her different glimpses of the future. Some will show her truths, others, painful regrets. Rand's trial, on the other hand, is a journey into his own past, where he'll witness events and memories that will shape his understanding of who he is and the destiny he must fulfill. Inside Rhuidean, Rand is transported into different visions. One moment, he's on a battlefield, fighting for his life, and in another, he's a chief of the Ale, accused of breaking an oath and killing someone to protect his sister. Moiraine, too, faces her own trials. As she walks through the rings, she sees different versions of her life, some where she betrays Rand, others where she becomes his loyal supporter. The visions are enough to leave anyone questioning their future, but for Moiraine, it's a reminder of how much she's already sacrificed. And in the final twist of Episode 4, Rand survives the trial and meets Lanfear, who reveals herself as Moiraine, a powerful figure from Rand's past. The dragon tattoo appears on Rand's arms, marking his survival, but it's clear that the path ahead is fraught with peril. Episode 5, The Burden of Power. In Episode 5, we see Moiraine struggle with the immense power contained within the Sangreal. She channels its energy but soon realizes just how overwhelming it can be. At one point, she nearly loses control, her body racked with the raw force of the One Power. Just as she begins to falter, Lan steps in, supporting her as she gasps for air. It's a moment of vulnerability for Moiraine, showing that even the most powerful Aes Sedai can be overwhelmed by the very forces they wield. The episode then shifts to Egwene, who is now training with the Wise Ones to learn the art of dreamwalking. They caution her about the dangers of entering the dream world, Tel'aran'rhiod, Riot, where death in the dream world means death in reality. As Egwene prepares to step into the dreams, she finds herself confronting her fears. When she enters the dream world, her simple dress transforms into gleaming armor, symbolizing her fear and insecurities. The Wise Ones remind her that belief shapes reality in the dream world, and as she clears her mind, her attire shifts back to normal. Egwene's journey in the dream world takes a dark turn when she encounters Lanfear. Lanfear lifts her into the air, her power overwhelming, and Egwene has no choice but to escape. The wise ones, witnessing her abrupt return, are impressed that she managed to survive. Meanwhile, Moiraine, still reeling from the visions in Ruidian, reveals to Lan what she saw in the rings. She admits that Rand can only live if she dies, and nothing she does will matter in the grand scheme of things. It's a heavy realization for both of them, but in this moment of vulnerability, they share an emotional embrace. Lan urges Moiraine to enjoy the night, and the two of them share a drink, letting go of the weight of their responsibilities, at least for a while. Episode 6. Secrets Unraveled. Now, Episode 6 brings us into the heart of the intrigue and mystery that the Wheel of Time does so well. We begin with a flashback to 95 years ago in Tanchico, where we meet a young Liandrin. She's worried about her child, Aludrin, and her life is quickly thrown into chaos. After using her powers to kill her captors, Liandrin escapes, only to be approached by Ishamael, the dark figure who will shape her future. Fast forward to the present, and Liandrin has fully embraced her dark path. Now, under the influence of Selene, who's taken command after Ishamael's passing, Liandrin is given a simple choice: kill or face the consequences. As tension builds, the Black Aja is on the hunt for the powerful caller, and Liandrin's path is now intertwined with the central characters once again. Meanwhile, in Tanchico, Nynaeve, Min, Matt, and Elaine are on a mission of their own. They're scouring the markets for information about the Black Aja, but their search takes an unexpected turn when Matt runs into Tom, who's very much alive. At first, Tom wants nothing to do with their quest, but when he learns that Liandrin is involved, he steps in to help, especially when Elaine is in danger. This sparks an incredible moment where Tom and Elaine play their parts in a tense standoff at a bar, which, predictably, ends in a song and an eruption of cheers from the crowd. On the other side of the city, Egwene is still struggling with her dreams, particularly after Lanfear's intrusion. She confronts Rand about Selene's interference in his dreams, and he's shocked. He had no idea Selene was attacking her. This leads to a confrontation where Rand, now fully embracing his identity as the Dragon Reborn, faces down Samwell in a dramatic battle. But the cost of his power becomes clear when he inadvertently kills an innocent girl in the process. In the aftermath, Rand tries desperately to use his powers to bring her back, but Moiraine stops him. This moment highlights the dangers of wielding such immense power without fully understanding the consequences. It's a powerful scene that shows how much Rand is still struggling with the weight of his destiny.
The girls are in the camp. Bane, Chad, and I will sneak in.
The final takeaway. Episodes 4 to 6 of the Wheel of Time Season 3 push our characters to their limits. We see emotional revelations, powerful confrontations, and the ongoing battle against destiny that defines the series. From Rand's trials in Ruidian to Moraine's internal struggles with the Essay and Griel to the constant threat of the Black Aja, these episodes show just how high the stakes are. What did you think of these episodes? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more recaps and deep dives into the Wheel of Time. Until next time, keep your sword sharp and your wits sharper.